What if I'm not persistent enough to achieve my goals? A few weeks ago, Maggie asked me again, and this time, I knew she really meant it. She was like, "Come on, it's fun, it's crazy, you'll love it." Okay. Her constant reassurance and enthusiasm really encouraged me to reconsider taking the position. I started to seek out advice, and I asked myself, am I capable of it? Am I really capable of it? You never know. A faint voice kept whispering in my ears, you never know. So after my friends' encouragement, suggestions, and experiences that they shared with me, I decided to seize the opportunity, because who knows, maybe it will be the last chance I have to serve NTUTM. I didn't accept the challenge blindly. After 3 years in college and after being Vice General Coordinator 3 times, 副招, 活动营队副招, I do know that being a successful president requires responsibility, efficient management, genuine communication, thorough preparation, and of course, my complete devotion. I believe these 5 essential elements are the basic characteristics of a good president. Now, I want to briefly share my experience with this club. For the first 2 years of my college life, I had never heard of this club before. Never. And then one day, I saw Michelle, a senior member of this club, share Toastmasters demo meetings on Facebook. Like most of you, I was drawn to it because it was a chance to immerse myself into an English-speaking environment. Even now, I still remember walking into the first demo meeting classroom on September 18th of last year. The second that the meeting ended, I decided that I wanted to stay. And now, as I look back at that moment, I'm glad that I made that decision. So, what made me want to stay? Because I was impressed. I was impressed by the way the officers conducted the meeting. It was so professional and efficient. I thought the speeches were inspiring, and that the way the speakers spoke was so natural and fluent. I felt a sense of admiration that made me want to be as good as them. So, what have I gained from Toastmasters? As a senior member, Hong Liyuan once said, "I believe NTUTM is a place where I can see myself and where I can see my friends in their lives." Indeed, the biggest reward that I have gained from being here are the stories. Every member comes to the stage, stands in front of everyone, and bravely shares their own life stories, experiences, passions, interests, and life values. Those stories are precious not only for the speakers, but also for the audience. From every story, I see a bigger world. I get to know a different perspective. I gain a deeper understanding of the speakers' lives. And every time I prepare and deliver my own speech, I gain a deeper understanding of my own life as well. So yes, I do believe that NTUTM is a place where I can see myself and where I can see friends in their lives. This is what I've gained from being here. Now let's talk about my plans and values for the next semester. Speaking of the core values of Toastmasters, Howard, is he here? Howard once said, mutual support and learning are the most precious incense in NTU Toastmasters. He believes that your improvement is our priority. And Maggie also said, I believe magical power does exist here. It is magic that brings us together, inspires us to improve together, and makes NTUTM a cozy home. Indeed, I think improvement is what makes us so different from other clubs. We come here to learn. When we listen and deliver speeches, we learn. No matter if we fail or we succeed, we still learn. Everyone comes here to improve, and NTUTM provides us enough opportunities to learn, to improve, to be better. We all know this place is like a home. We are like a family, and we support each other. Now, this part is the most important part in my speech because I want to take a new approach. I want to take a new approach and let more people know about our clubs. I want to have joint meetings with different student associations, like 熊友会, 南友会, and 中友会, and so on. The reasons are as follows. First, TM is a wonderful club. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
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 Okay. And I think NTU students should know this club earlier in their college lives because I know this club until my third year. Second, based on what I've learned as a current PRVP, I think we have to add a new promotional practice. The old ones are good, but not powerful enough. We have to find a way to promote our club to more people. I think it is time for us, NTU Toastmasters, to step out of our comfort zones. We can't just hold our meetings in this building and wait for new members. We have to be aggressive. But why student associations? We all know that student associations have hundreds of freshmen every year. So if we seize this time period when all the freshmen are settling down in school at the end of the summer and invite them to visit our club, not only can they get to know a wonderful club in their early college lives, but also can we have more speech positions. That is just a plan now. But I intend to make it real, and I intend to make it happen. For the next semester, I would like to keep the organization of the club the same. Why? Because in my opinion, we have already done an excellent job. There is no need for me to alter this system. It is already very, very good. So why fix what's not broken? Although our club is already very good to me, I'm still determined to make it even better. This semester, I think we did a very good job on time control in every meeting so far. And most of them were within the time limit. But I think we deserve to be better and we can be better. I can still recall that 2 or 3 meetings were severely overtime. There are various reasons of that. However, I want to focus on 2 main reasons. Overtime preparations before the meetings and inaccurate execution during the meetings. First, I'll strictly request my officer to get everything settled down at least 10 minutes before the meeting starts. I know there will be some difficulties that their own personal arrangements, but I believe by discussing with each other and with careful management in advance, this issue can be solved. Second, during the meetings, if we have sufficient time, then some personal overtimes are acceptable. But if not, I aim to control the time limits more strictly for each session, including both Gs and LE sessions, because they can only speak for 7 minutes for each. And sometimes they speak for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. By doing so, I'm considering having 2 timers in a meeting. In this way, I believe they can help each other to control the time better. I know that time control is very hard, but I will try my best to make the rules work. Next, I want to raise the attendance rate of the SGD. 2 weeks ago, Julian, our EVP, pointed out the attendance rate of the SGD is not high enough. She also provided many suggestions, which I think are worth a shot. I'm considering moving the SGD's schedule forward, which is to hold SGDs in the first few weeks of the semester. I believe members will have more free time in those weeks. In addition, I will ask my EVP to take attendance in advance by using a Google Sheet. I believe in this way we can know the attendance rate beforehand and avoid the situation that not knowing if we will have sufficient members to attend the SGD. About the SGD issue, I will keep discussing with my officer and former and present president in order to find a solution. Since SGD is a distinguished feature of this club, I will try my best to keep it working. Finally, from my experience, TME plays a very essential role in every meeting. Sometimes the TME can raise our interest and attentions and therefore help us learn more from each sessions and speeches. This semester, we had some fabulous TMEs. They all made us laugh. But I expect that in the next semester, we can have more experiences like that. So I will request EVP team and TMEs to work together to set a specific theme in as many meetings as they can. I believe by connecting each sessions into a story or a theme, our meetings can be even better. Again, I'm satisfied with our current TMEs. I just want to emphasize more in the next semester. Now that I have introduced my plans, I want to let you know how I will lead my offices. I have faith in people. I have always had faith in people. I have 100% confidence in my VPs and their deputies because I believe they all have the ability to achieve every task, and therefore I'm willing to distribute the work to my officers, and I know they will do a very good job. Can you? Both of you?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
Jason, can you? You are not listening. You are not listening. Okay. Speaking of tasks, as a president, I am supposed to keep the club in a certain order and manage the club well. If I want to say so I want to say this to my officers now, before I even become president. Just do it. Do whatever way you want on your tasks. I support completely, and I take full responsibilities. A wise man once told me a good leader keeps three things to himself: doubt, fear, and responsibility. Yes, I do have my concerns and my doubts, but with your help, I believe I can conquer all of them. Let the past make you stronger. Let the experience make you stronger. Until recently, I've never thought that I would have a chance to be the presidential candidate. Now that I have the opportunity, I'm really grateful. I have some ambitions that I want to achieve and some dreams I want to chase. I'm sure that I will keep making efforts because the only thing more valuable than the moment you achieve your dreams is the process it takes to achieve it. What I have just said all came from the bottom of my heart. But I only have like 15 minutes. If you don't believe it, I can start it all over again if you want. So for me, there are so many things that I didn't say. But just let my actions speak for themselves. Thanks, President.
Thanks for John deliver his speech. And now it's question time. So do you have any question? Yeah, right now. do you have any question? You can raise your hand and ask questions to our candidate. Okay, let's welcome Danny.
You have a note for a question? You have your note for the questions?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I'm watching you. All the for you. Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Just I really appreciate what you did in the semester.
What I eat?
You did
What I did?
in this semester the PRBP, especially in the promotion of every activities and the improvement of that we have so many freshmen in this class. I think we should give it a big applause. And you bring so many new activities. You bring so many such as the barbecue and the tea factors. Well, but however, in the same weekend of the barbecue, it was also the SGD one, and there were only few people. I heard that there were only 1 or 2 people seated under the stage. I think it was not good or not respectful for the journey, the instructor. And another activity you bring in this semester is the T factor. And the T factor was also in the same weekend of the SGD 4. That instructor Jason had to change the time to avoid there were no people sit under the stage. So I want to check that. Do you think there were too many activities, too many friendship activities in this semester, so that they push and compress the other educational activities? Considering we are the educational club, yeah. And if you think so, what will you do in the next semester? Will you decrease these friendship activities amount or something? Okay.
So, thank you, Danny. So, yes, I agree that we are indeed a educational club. So, I want to point out that barbecue, before this semester we always have like picnic day, right?
Yeah.
But this year semester we changed it to public barbecue day. So we didn't put new day to play together. We didn't add new day. And so as for T Factor, I chose the day before I know that SGD 4 was on the same weekend. So I didn't know about that. So where is Jason? I'm so sorry for you. But you didn't come. But you didn't come for my T Factor, so I think. I know.
But many people.
I know. So I'm grateful for all your participations. I'm just kidding, Jason. I'm just kidding. As for the problems you asked, I think I have mentioned that in my speech. I know that SGD is a very important issue has been a very important issue for many semesters. And like I said, I will continue to discussing with my officer and former and present president to find a new way. But I think to avoid activities to avoid the situation that the same week has too many activities. That is what we have to do in the next semester. And maybe, like I said, I want to move the date of SGDs forward to the first few weeks. That is just plan. I didn't know if that is workable or not. So I think by making sure that our SGD dates before the semester even starts, in this way I think will be more helpful for us, and of course to promote these activities more frequently in every meeting. Yes, I agree that SGD is a very essential part of us. So I aim to do a better job in here in this one. Thank you.
Thank you.
have any other question? Do you have any other? Oh, Claire, let's welcome Claire.
Long time no see, John. So I have one question for you. You say you have faith in people and you have 100% confidence in your officers and vice presidents. But if your officers are inexperienced, so there must be some kind of internal official trainings for them. So what do you plan to do to make your officers on track as soon as possible? Okay.
As soon as possible. Well, so the question is, how do I to get them prepared before the semester?
Yeah, how do you train your officers, especially if they are new officers?
Okay. I haven't thought about that, to be honest.
Oh.
Because I have faith in you. No,
Are you
okay.
sure?
I mean, okay. I think, like I said, thorough preparation is required, even for not even for the meetings, but even for the whole semester. And I think during the summer vacation, like, because I will not be in Taiwan until August. Until August. I will be in Taiwan from August. Sorry, I will be in Taiwan from August. So within that month, I think I will arrange more practice and arrangement to let them be prepared for the following semester. And I think because I'm the PRVP now, I do know some essential part of PRVP's work, but I don't know for EVP and VP's work. I will ask Julian's and what's Changti?
So not here.
He's not here today?
Yes.
I will ask them both to help me to explain the details for my new MVP and EVP. Yes. So I think that is what I'm going to do with that. Thank you.
Actually, John says that he will plan some practice for his new officers, and he will also ask Jillian and Changting to help him to get know more about EVP, what EVP and MVP did this semester. Yeah. And do you have any other question?
Did you just conclude for me?
Yeah, I conclude for you, but I didn't say to conclude.
That's all for me.
Let's welcome Howard.
Hi, John. Congratulations that you are going to be asked by so many people.
I'm so happy!
Yeah. No, okay, so let's get down to the question part. I know you are a PRVP this semester, but when you become a president, you have to know each VP's team very well. So, in your presidential campaign speech, and you mentioned about your PRVP plans, like you are going to cooperate with other associations and the EVPs, but one part you miss is MVP. So I will ask some questions about MVP. MVP holds many activities, but actually there is a more important thing in MVP team that is called the family system. So I'm going to ask you some questions about family systems. Do you think that this semester the family system worked well? If yes, why? And if there are something that you need to improve, so what do you think you can improve later in next semester? Thank you.
So the question is.
I will repeat. What Howard asks is, do you think?
I just want to make
Yeah.
more clear.
Howard asks, do you think the family system this semester works well? If yes, why? And if no, what will you do to make it better?
Family system like 3 VPs family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about EVP and MVP. I do not know.
Okay.
But from my PRVP family, I think we're quite good, right? Are we? We're quite good, right? Because I think I try to communicate with each of them to let them know who I am, to let me to know who they are. So I think, and although we held our gatherings later than others VPs, but I think it doesn't matter because it didn't matter because we do have a strong 向心力怎么讲 connection between each other. So I think for my own part, I think our families are quite good, and I think Julian's are quite good as well. But I know that Changting and BB family has some issues. Don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because Tony told me that he has only like 3 or 2 or 4 new members today. As for that, I think it's not good enough, of course. So next semester, how to promote the system, how to revive,
Make it work.
make it work.
Yeah.
I think each VP has to be more responsibility of their own family, because I don't know. I'm not saying that Changning is not responsible. Maybe their members are not interested enough to our club. But I think me and Julian, we are really devoted to our families. So I think maybe I'll request my 3 VPs to do the same job that we did this semester, next semester.
So how about design meeting? How about design meeting?
Okay.
It's also a family system.
Yeah.
How family.
Can I know what do you think about this meeting?
No, I just want to know about your thoughts about the design meeting connection and the family system. You can say it's perfect or
I'm not going to say everything perfect.
Yeah. I just want to know how much you know about family system.
How much I know about
Yeah.
family system.
Just what's the organization who will be in the family team and about the design.
Okay, I think for me last semester I was a new member and I entered PRVP family, and therefore I supposed to be the PRVP deputy, but now I'm PRVP. So like I think family system is like a strong coordination to keep your members with us. So not only by to connecting each of them, but also to let them be more involved in our club. Like we have to let them know that next semester we want you, we wish you, we need you to support our family, not only for the club but also for the different families. So I think for now I think that it is how family system works and what it means. So maybe I should have known more, but that is what I know now.
Okay, it's a good answer.
Thank you.
Okay, let's welcome Julian to another question.
You mentioned that you want to have co-meeting with different student associations, but I wonder because the meeting will add the workload to the EBP
Yes.
team. So, but as I know now, there is no member in EBP team.
You mean
now,
deputy?
right?
You mean deputy?
Yes, deputy.
We have 2 right now. Only 2 right now. We aim to have 5. You said 5? Yes. We aim to have 5 deputies.
But I think the workload will be very heavy. So I wonder how can you recruit more deputies in the EBP
Okay, I think.
team?
How can you
I know.
recruit in EVP team? Yeah, in EVP team.
I'm sorry. I think the joint meeting or co-meeting, I don't know, is a new thing. It requires 2 VPs to work together, PRVP and EVP. Of course, the meeting things are belong to the EVP, but I think to contact with the associations, maybe there should be my work. I don't know, maybe. But I think the following connection, communication, should be PRVP team's work, and as for the duties for the deputies or for their loadings, I haven't. I think I plan to have 2 co-meetings. before the semester start. So they are not demo meetings. They are the previous meetings. Yeah, they are not. There will not be demo meetings. Yes. So at the end of the summer, before the semester begin, that is my plan. So by doing so, maybe me personally will help the ABB team to contribute for their loadings, I think.
So your main goal meeting will only be on vacation?
The end of
Instead
vacation,
of-
yeah, that is my plan.
Okay.
Because then at that time I think freshmen are settling down in the school. Yeah.
And I have another question is that according to my experience, there is I think seldom members pay a lot extra time to attend the meeting. I mean the
Seldom member pay.
extra time to attend the meeting
Okay.
on holidays.
On holidays. Okay.
So
You mean SGD?
I mean the
Extra
low
meeting.
attendance
extra.
rate in extra meeting and SGD on holiday is very low. Understand? So I wonder how can you encourage members to go to the co-meeting on holidays, and how can you encourage your members to attend the position?
I think like my way will be more like my plans to the SGD, like to investigate to know the attendance, to know the attendant before. But so another way is like keep promoting. There's no other way. There's no other way that I can think that I can think of right now. Or maybe if we like add 2 million before the semester, maybe we don't have those meetings. That's just a situation might be happening. Yeah.
Let's just start soon. Start as fast as possible. Yeah, start earlier.
Start earlier. Oh,
Yeah, start
you mean
earlier, yeah.
to move them forward to the previous
Preparation, start earlier as you can.
Okay.
Okay, I'm satisfied with your answer.
Thank you for your satisfaction.
Do you have any other question for our candidate John? Jeremy.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't be nervous, okay? Just want to ask you what you said about the time management of the
I mean,
meetings.
two-timers.
Yes, I'm really curious about
Okay,
how do
okay,
you
okay.
what's your thought on
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Finish.
I want more explanation on this because
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, I do.
Because I didn't behind. Okay, what I haven't explained is that I said 2 timers, but I think sometimes during the meeting, like before the meeting ends, 4 counter didn't do, like they doesn't have much jobs, much job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think about 2 timers like being the 4 counter and timer to be working together to control the time limit, to set the time to count down the time to use their smartphones, because I've seen many times that one timer couldn't hold every task, because I do want to control every session, not only speakers but also for the session masters or GLE. So sometimes I think only one timer may not be enough. So I didn't say that 1 4 counter, 1 out counter, and 2 timers. For me, my plans are more like combining 4 counter and timer within the group. Yeah. Because at the end of the meeting, not only 4 counter is counting, everyone's counting. Everyone's counting for the votes. So maybe during the meeting, they too can cooperate with each other, and at the meeting, at the end of the meeting, we all count the votes for them for the members. Yes.
Right. I got your idea.
Do you have any other question?
You want me to follow up?
Actually, I want to ask question.
Okay, go on, maybe your turn.
Wait.
Thank you.
You say that you want to conduct the meetings, to have 2 co-meetings before the semester starts. But I have heard that Jeremy may go to, during summer vacation. But you need someone to help you to find the positions. So how can you
That is
manage?
what I said about me personally will be involved in this test because it is my kind of my innovation plan. So if he is not able to do it before the semester, then of course it will be my responsibility. I think that is for now. I think, but I know that maybe to that time I will have too much tasks, more than I can handle. So I'm really still thinking about. It is a new plan that just brought to me 2 weeks ago. So
Thank you. Let's welcome Howard.
Hi.
It's me again.
Again. Yeah, just don't worry because I think this session, asking questions, is just like a big discussion to let you know more about different ideas and different organizations to help you.
Yeah.
So here I'd like to ask about EVPs. Do you know about mentor-mentee platform? So you can briefly introduce what mentor-mentee platform is a little. And did you think that this semester it did a good job or not? Or if yes, why? If no, why not? So how could you improve it?
okay, I want to answer the second question. Is whether the MMS
MMP.
and
Yeah, mentor-mentee platform.
whether it worked well this semester. Because last semester I've heard that it didn't work well, but I didn't know the detailed situation. I didn't know what didn't work look like. So for me, I think this semester works quite well because we have a mentor-mentee platform on Facebook. So each time when speakers need mentor to help them rehearsal, Jessica will ask question, will ask us to help them. So I think for this part, I think it works quite well this semester. And me myself, I am a mentor as well. I have 5 mentees, and 2 of them are here today. So I think one is not able to be here, but the other 2 are just gone. I really tried. So that's my answer to the second question. But for the first question, what is mentor and mentee platform?
Just like introduce.
Yeah, like I just answered, because sometimes your mentor cannot help you to rehearse, cannot help you to practice maybe your C1 speech, maybe your C2 speech. So when your mentors are not able to help you, of course we have to need others to help you, need other mentors to help you. So if any of you haven't delivered your C1 speech, and maybe in the next semester you want to deliver your C1 speech, but your mentor is not able to help you, please ask what's Jessica in charge of?
I don't know, just mentor-mentee. Yeah, EVP that.
Just ask the member who's in charge of the platform, and he or she will find a new mentor to you. Yes. That is what I know about the platform.
Good enough. Yeah.
The last question, Danny.
The last one. Yes.
Considering the schoolwork, that I want to know that do you think you had a good time arrangement in this semester during your schoolwork and the PRVP job, and how will you arrange your time during your schoolwork and the president? Are you sure that you have sufficient time to do the president job in the next semester? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I know, don't have to. I have to be sure. I have to be sure. I said that I have my concern, I have my doubts. To be honest, that is one of my doubts. That is one of my concerns. Because as students, our priority is always it's always our academic performance as a student. And because I will be a senior next semester, but from my personal situation, I might graduate 1 year later, 1 year more, one more year. So maybe by doing so, my personal academic loading will maybe not be like that heavy in the next semester. But because that semester hasn't come yet, I don't know. I have to be like I said, I have to be sure, but I don't know what I will truly face in the next semester. But I'll just, like I said, try my best to manage both sides, both ends. And I said that as a student, our priority is always academic performance. But as a president, that might be different. Maybe there will be two priorities in the same balance. So it is my first time to be a president. I really don't know, but like I said, I have to be sure. I have to make it work. So yes.
We should survive the next semester.
And about time management, I think all of this requires well time management. So I think we have so many very experienced time management masters in our club. So if I'm not capable of that, maybe I just seek for advice. Yes.
I think you have found 3 very good vice presidents, and I think good job. Release.
Thank you.
Thank you for Danny, and thank for all of your participation. And thanks for our candidate John. And I found I'm really useless in this session. And now it's 3 minutes silence and consideration. So after you vote, please pass the ballots to me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.